Battlefield 6 open beta has started up for its second and final week, and honestly, here I am recording Thursday evening, and guys, this thing is a little bit popular, okay? And now that people don't have to wait until sometime on Friday, is that when it went fully open? Because you had the early access last week, but that's just not a case, okay? It kicked off somewhere midway through Thursday. Can't even properly discern that on this chart right there, but as you can see, yeah, in the evening on Thursday, okay? You even have 300,000 people playing this stuff, and the way that you see over 500,000 people were playing it last weekend. Guys, this thing it's pretty big, and it was very, very, very well received. I have another video that's going to be coming out, I think, on Sunday. To make the Call of Duty comparisons, because once again, there's some interesting takes that are running around out there. But when it comes to this weekend and what's going to be going down, well, we can go ahead and focus on something that has been a big talking point this week, and yeah, that will be the types of players that are going to be out there right now. And yeah, it's interesting, right? Because you got the best Battlefield 6 open beta aim settings. Well, you can go ahead and touch on what are the best settings, but I can tell you for sure which are going to be the most popular ones, because as Grums has it pointed out right here, the new engagement meta is in, okay? Even with the most popular game, if you're a quote-unquote content creator, if you are an attention-seeking fraud, well, yeah, definitely in the way that we're talking about these folks. Yeah, the way to do this, okay, cool, get yourself banned real quick, but after you pretend to look really cool. But yeah, man, like, there's a reason I got this playing on a loop right now, because these are unnatural movements. You're obviously cheating, but you want to look really cool and you want to spark debate. So yeah, you're just gonna go ahead and then try to spark any kind of conversation on this, because, well, you can't differentiate yourself, because okay, cool, you're a YouTuber or I'm sorry, a VTuber, or I have no idea what's going on right there, but whatever, you're wearing a COVID mask in 2025, you go for it. But yeah, you get, be a cat girl bonus if you're trans. That'll tie in with something else we'll talk about here really shortly. Yeah, cheat and get millions of views, because yeah, the engagement farming on this, I mean, you take a look, this tweet specifically gets just about 12 million views, and yeah, we'll talk about Riley here real shortly, because that's where everything ended up popping off. Because yeah, you cheat, you get called out for cheating, but you get that good engagement, okay? But here's the thing, like, this is all taking place on Twitter, and yeah, cool, you're known as a cheater, you're kind of burning your social capital on that, and you're not really raking in the money. But at this point in time, man, it's all about attention. It's an attention-based economy, and I guess they think they can get employment insurance once this fucking fad wears out. But all right, viral YouTuber, yes, RileyCS, yeah, which was funny, right? Because prior to this was a relative nobody, okay, an absolute nobody if we're going to keep it a buck. You've seen it with a little clip there a bit earlier, but we'll get into some more clips right here to just really hammer this point home. But yes, has been banned on Twitch following Battlefield 6 cheating allegations. No, man, they aren't allegations at this point, but yeah, let's get some of the background here to begin with. Now, VTuber has been banned on Twitch after Battlefield 6 gameplay clip, yes, amassed tens of millions of views. A VTuber named RileyCS posted their whatever, god, because that's where all of this stuff really kicked off. Because at the beginning it was like, yeah, shit, this is just such obvious of fucking botting. Like, okay, do we got the actual clip? Yeah, some most locked in. It's like, bro, come on now, like, let's keep it a buck. You take a look at some of these movements, and even if you aren't, okay, you're not exactly all that familiar with some of the movement that is on display right here, especially with the way that people play FPSs. It's like, so a lot of that, like, just look at how quickly a fucking move, okay, like, that doesn't make any sense in the way that, oh yeah, cool, I'm just gonna go ahead and flick, okay, because that's apparently what's being copped to right here, and how you can just perfectly track on. Now that you throw in a couple of kills that are a little bit more believable, but you can barely see people, and then you just immediately target. Like, that one was especially bad, where yeah, you're focused on the rock, and then you just immediately and precisely move over. Like, there would be a different way if you want to say that you're flicking by just simply picking up your mouse and then just moving it off to the side like that. Oh, you have it picked up and then you move it. That's one thing, but this is just like, it's the unnatural movement doesn't even begin to explain what's going on. But yeah, you're locked in. Sure, what's the other cope? Well, it's crazy what having good FPS can do for you. And yeah, 80 million views. 80 million views from somebody who nobody had heard about prior to this. So at first glance, it isn't difficult to jump to the conclusion that Riley is indeed cheating after watching the footage. Her unique playstyle, which requires her to flick onto enemies to get gameplay clips for content, does have all the traits of cheating. However, some have argued in favor of Riley. Yeah, after the revelation that, oh my god, this is trans, ergo, it's fine. It's the Family Guy meme, okay? I'm sorry, you can't do that in this bar. Oh no, it's alright, I'm transgendered. Oh, okay, that's alright. It's the exact same thing, because everybody's seen this clip when it first came out, and it was like, yo, you're cheating, what the fuck is going on here? It's alright, I'm trans. And then you got all of the freaks coming out from the four corners of the internet, and it's just wild, man. So Battlefield YouTuber Enders has also analyzed the clip, which makes for an interesting watch, yes, if you have the time. But then again, the counter argument is that you can turn aimbot on and off very easily, yes, with a foot pedal, for instance. Interesting. But then when you run this back and you realize that, oh, okay, cool, playing Battlefield 5 again because Black Ops 6 servers are terrible back in December of last year, I mean, okay, cool, it's interesting, what the fuck, 114,000 views. So getting millions of views this time around was expected, but previously, like, you were freaking out about 114,000 impressions on Twitter. Very interesting stuff, and you can see the exact same shit was taking place, even more egregious back then, yeah, before it's like, bro, like, look at all three of those shots. Oh, that was fucking so unbelievable. But no, it's just flicking how you just track on magnetically like that. Just fucking stop it, okay? Just stop it. And the defense force, oh, the sweep up has been just wild, man. Okay, so yeah, here you have, I have no idea who this is, again, is fucking anime avatars, so I don't run in these circles. Hell, most of the people behind the camera on this don't run at all, or can't, because what, they transitioned to a chair fiend and their legs don't work no good so more. I've been around the AIM community for 5 years now. Okay, cool. So you've been cheating for 5 years. RileyCS is not cheating, and here's why. I talk about the Rock clip, yeah, and address common arguments from the first 8 minutes, and the rest is about how aiming has developed as a skill in the past few years. Yeah, I've been playing, I've been around the FPS community for about as long as FPSs have been a fucking thing. Those movements are not natural at all. If you're cheating, whatever, man, you're a fucking scumbag if you're doing it online. I'm somebody who's been cheating all the way back since the fucking Super Nintendo with the Game Genie, the Game Shark on the PS1, the Action Replay on the PS2, but that has always been for like JRPGs, single player games, because you know what? Cheating is kind of fun. But when you're hopping online, it's kind of scummy, because you just end up sacrificing other people's enjoyment of the game because they're on unequal footing, vastly unequal footing, just because you want to get engagement online. You just want to have your stupid ass goofy fucking Call of Duty, oh sweet, look at my trick shot compilations. Because spoiler alert, if you're playing Battlefield, okay, there's a reason that you were playing Black Ops 6. It's because, yeah, if you're running around doing all these kills, if you're not playing the objective in Battlefield, yeah, you're looked down upon as a poor teammate and you're ostracized. But that's right, you're trans, you can get away with anything, that's totally fine. But yeah, you look completely and totally fucking goofy when the leaderboard comes up, because guess what, in Battlefield you get rewarded for playing the objective, you get rewarded for playing your role. If you're a medic, you can go ahead and dominate the leaderboard if you're just simply doing your fucking job. But if you're running around getting 50, 60, 70 kills, everybody knows, okay, cool, you got, you know, fucking wannabe Rambo running around out here. Just we got a Call of Duty player in our Battlefield lobby. We'll just let them do their fucking thing and we'll just move on with the day, because yeah, they come in and they're not playing the game that they want to play, but hey, I got an aimbot on and I got clips to farm, so fuck off. This is the popular game that's out here right now. If you attack me, you're transphobic. But yeah, now we start to get to the people that, okay, outside of just the goofy ass fucking, you know, I've been around the AIM community for 5 years, but then you got an actual former cheat dev here. Riley is cheating and using a mouse sim aimbot. Their FOV setting is somewhere around 2 to 4 minimal to a no RCS reduction, probably an external. Have a nice day. So yeah, you got one dev coming out saying that, yo man, this, whatever the fuck that is, it's a fucking cheater at the end of the day. And then you got this Liquid Mendo, hi, actual former cheat dev here. Riley is not cheating, as just moving a mouse with her hand. Her sensitivity setting is likely pretty high. Yeah, that's why, you know, know, the snapping only occurs when you aim, but when the rest of the movement happens, it's all fine and smooth, but probably just well practiced and talented. Have a nice day. You know, I really hope that they see that, man. I really hope, because when you get down to brass tacks and when you really start to run this back, yeah, there's verifiable proof that, yeah, the most locked in cat girl on the net is the most locked in cheater. Well, no longer on the net because bitch got banned. Aha. But yeah, okay, let's listen to a little bit of this. Let's listen to a little bit of the breakdown here, shall we?
This individual has been caught using overlays that are banned in many first-person shooters. Overlays that EA themselves will ban you for.
This is actually a screen crosshair that you download, and it helps you shoot straight. Just in case you need help, you know, finding the center of your screen. If you look down the bottom of the screen, right there, you'll see the application. This is it here. This is what it's called. RileyCS uses overlaid crosshairs in the center of her screen to help with her own aim.
Ta-da! And there you go. Everybody could see it with their own eyes. It was disputed by the entire Troon Brigade, but once again, 42% of the time, every time, they're fucking wrong. So with all that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. Hopefully you're out there enjoying Battlefield 6 if that's what you want to be playing, because it looks like it's a fun fucking game. I'll be looking forward to it on October 10th, I do believe it launches, because yeah, it's going to be a big one, and it's well, it's not going to quite resuscitate a flagging industry from 2025, but it's going to be quite good as well. But hey, yeah, check out the free beta that's going on right now, and like I said, I got another Battlefield video coming out. I think it's Sunday, but if not, it'll be on Monday, but I'm pretty sure it's on Sunday. So take care and enjoy. I've been Don Consuelo. Follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.